are live. We are unbelievable.
Hello, world. What do you mean, no loop audio?
We are live.
Player?
We are live.
Or should I call you Mr.
Oh,
Carver?
because we were working on the phones last time, I think.
No, that shouldn't do anything. Loop audio should be for...
Oh, I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
What do you say?
On YouTube, we've never had loop audio. All right. If we're ready, then we can record. Click.
At least you feel extra bright.
All right.
I do feel really bright today.
Too bad. Unless your power went out, maybe they're set to the wrong temperature now.
They feel really. I'm gonna try to turn around a little bit and see if it feels very.
Oh, we don't look oddly bright, I don't think.
No, it looks like normal.
I'm
It
just
seems
gonna
very
try.
bright
I'm
to
just
me.
gonna try.
I agree with her.
Change the temperature. I think it's the top button. Warm.
Is yellow better than white?
Yeah.
There's
think
three
it is.
temperatures.
Yeah, this
Try the
is
next
like
one.
driving me nuts.
Oh, that's...
Ooh,
No.
That's horrible.
There
you want to
go.
do soft,
I like
yellowy light?
I turned it down
Don't
by
you think?
2 as well.
Yeah, it just isn't
that
as
better?
glary.
This is the behind-the-scenes
There.
moment. This is the
Oh.
pre-show.
Yeah, that's
That's
much better.
better.
Is that in general?
What do you think,
good,
Kristen?
Kristen?
Is that too
Yeah, it
warm?
looks warmer.
Okay, good. I was like, this is scary.
It's not too warm, you don't think?
Really
Really,
bright.
really bright.
Everyone's looking a little orange now.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can adjust the white balance to
Yeah.
fix that, though.
White
It's
balance.
my self-tanner, Kristen.
I know it's the 2006.
Yeah, I'll
Orange
do the white
tan
balance
yellow.
after the show for these new temperatures, and we'll see how that looks.
All right.
Kristen, you can't refer to it as white balance, though, because people get mad.
They don't.
That's right.
White balance is a technical term.
I know what it is, you big baby.
Technical term.
All right, let's
Okay.
let's get it on.
Now we are for
baby,
real
let's get it
recording.
on.
And here we go.
Welcome to the Tom Bernard Podcast with the family and
Co-host Catherine Brandt.
Alex Bernard Rasmussen.
Andy Brant Bernard.
And Kristen Burt.
Kristen Bird. How are you? Kristen Bird Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Now, big news I have to deliver because Kath and I were talking about this. I mean, for us, it's big news. I cannot wear any of my pants anymore without a belt. They're too big.
Ah,
Oh,
it's a good
that's
to
good
have,
news.
I suppose.
Look at that, huh? Shoulder to the wheel.
What are you doing to stay so svelte?
Well, I don't eat anywhere near as much as I used to. I walk at least 4 to 5 to 8 miles every day.
That definitely is helpful.
It's
That's
walking is just one. Well, we played golf yesterday with
Well,
Seiji.
You probably lost 10 pounds in sweat yesterday.
Yesterday's probably true. Exactly.
Water weight.
I try to
This
walk the
morning.
golf course now. I walk several miles every day, just keep moving. And I tried on several pairs of my pants today, and there's no way. They kept falling down. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, I'm at that stage where it's like I've got 2 sets of pants, and one is too big and one is too
pants,
small.
you're supposed to throw away the fat pants.
Well, Andy, you don't have any fat on your
Well,
body at all.
I've got a set of 34s and a set of 32s.
Oh, boy. That's
So,
huge.
But I'm like a 33, so I have to wear a belt with the 34s, but the 32s are uncomfortably tight. So it's
Yeah.
That's supposed to be your indication that you should throw away your fat
Look at
pants.
that.
And then when your pants are too tight, that means you better get on the scale. Because I don't weigh myself very often.
Or not even get on the scale, but just be more mindful about what you're doing.
Yeah.
You
Well, I
know,
mean,
like
I don't
nice-
think a 33
not-
waist is exactly fat.
No, I'm
but
just saying, but when you're at your whatever weight you want to be and you're at the size you want to be, then you should just, if you're all of a sudden everything's tight, because I remember one time we had some friends, but I won't say who they were. They love to cook. They love to come over and just make food. And they were over all the time. And all of a sudden I was like, I was at the dry cleaner. I think you're shrinking all my clothes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there you
Standard,
go.
the dry
It's
cleaner.
always
I-
the first. That's
I
always
had-
the first step.
I had never had weight problems in my entire life. And here I was in my 30s and eating and eating and eating. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute.
That's when it happens. Your 30s, you can't
Yep.
eat infinite amounts of food anymore
It's
once you're in
true.
your 30s.
It's true.
That's why
But
I
that was-
exercise so much, because I like eating.
What does Howard
There you
Boyd
go.
mean by at least we're equal opportunity offenders?
Like we all.
Who are we
I have
offending?
fat
Bill
Everyone.
says I hate being in between pant sizes.
Yes, me
But
too.
that's not offensive.
Well, no, I don't think
He's
that's what
just
he was.
kidding.
I think they're going back to white balance. They heard that.
Yes, I think so. I think we're still.
Okay.
Yeah, the people on the recorded, listening to this recorded, we were talking about white balance before. And made a
Oh,
joke
yeah.
about that.
Well, that's probably true. It's probably true. So what's
I like-
going on in your
I like
end?
that. I'm still a 32 waist like in high school, but 36 is much more comfortable.
Well, it's much more fun at the restaurant, I'll tell you that.
Mm.
In any case, Kristen, what's going on, sister?
Oh, well, it is post Emmys day. So
Yeah.
still lots of big news. Yeah, it was a big night. I mean, it was basically dominated by 4 shows: Adolescence, The Studio, The Pit, and Hacks. So those were kind of like the big winners to come out of the Emmys. Nate Bargatze probably won't be asked back. He was not very funny,
No.
That's what I
unfortunately.
heard.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think what it is, it's not. Comedians have to be very specific about their comedy at an award show versus what they do in stand up, and that like gosh gee kind of like laid back approach that he takes, which is very successful out on the comedy circuit, doesn't necessarily translate to TV. And sometimes the jokes kept on wandering. I'm like, has he landed the punchline yet? Or because he kept stumbling through them. And I wasn't really sure if he had seen a lot of the shows that he was talking about, where you really need to. It's like if you're going to be the Oscars host, you're going to be the Emmys host, you have to watch everything that's out there so that you're able to make those jokes. His running gag, which in the end was great, but during the whole thing, it was a mess. He said, I'm going to donate $100,000 to the Boys and Girls Club. If you go over your 45 seconds for your acceptance speech, I'm going to take $1,000 off. If you go under, we'll add $1,000, for each second. But what wound up happening instead was everyone was rushing through their speeches, which wasn't because no one wanted to be, and in a way that was uncomfortable, not like a fun, like, hey, I'm so excited. Thank you. Bye. And then other people just went on extraordinarily long. And then the presenters weren't given that same 45-second limit. They went on and on and on.
God.
So it became this like wacky thing. I mean, if you understood, you knew that they weren't, because they wound up in a deficit. It was like minus $26,000 by the end of the show.
We're taking $26,000
away from Boys and Girls Club, which we knew wasn't going to happen. In the end, CBS and Nate donated $350,000 to Boys and Girls Club of America. The brand name was out there. I'm sure some fans probably donated as well, which was lovely.
Yeah.
But I think that the running gag there was no winners on it because it just made for rushed speeches in the end.
It kind of reminds me of, there was this one clip of Ellen going around, and it's like, Ellen she's out of a lot of people's graces. I personally don't care either way. I never watched her. I never would watch her. I never will watch her. But she did this thing. She had someone on, and she was like, okay, we're going to give you 10 questions. And for each question you get right, we're going to donate like $10,000 to something. And the guest, instead of understanding that, like this sort of thing draws views and views draw money and more money means more charity, he decided to make it weird. And he was like, well, why can't you just donate the money anyway? And it's like, that's not the point of a show. It's like, yeah, Ellen could have come out and said, hey, everybody, we're donating $100,000. Good night. But that's not really, if you do that, then you don't have any money to donate.
Right.
So you like, I don't know, like weaponizing charity donations and being like, oh, why can't you just donate it anyway? It misses the point.
And a lot of people didn't understand the joke. Like, I knew that they weren't going to sit there and go, sorry, we have no money for the Boys and Girls Club of America. I get it. Like, that's the basic comprehension. But a lot of people on social media were not understanding this at all, that it was like a running gag through the night. And that running gag was failing miserably and very quickly early on into the night. And that would have been like, because of course there are social media people monitoring, the feeds and everything else. That would have been a time for your writers, because Nate brings in a team of writers to write jokes for him, to course correct somehow mid-show, to say, hey, and make a joke about it and course correct and be like, you guys know that this is going to happen.
Well, I don't know.
See, I think the funniest thing one of them could have done, like the winners, is what they could have done is they go up on stage and they sit there in silence for 44 seconds and then they say thank you and walk off.
There you go.
That's what I would have done.
Perfect.
45 seconds on the dot.
Yeah, we wasted our lives watching the Vikings game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not great.
I don't know anything about
Oh, it was so bad.
Okay, I'll announce it right now. There are 2 words you cannot say in this show anymore. We're done with it. We cannot say the words Twins or Vikings. I'm just here to tell you.
so far, my predictions for the season are spot on.
Right on money,
You're
sister.
right.
Way to go, you pill.
I know. I ruined it for you guys.
They looked so
Yesterday.
bad.
Oh, they were terrible.
Did anybody do it? Yeah. Oh, wait. it was almost all field goals.
Yeah, it was
maybe
almost.
one touchdown by the
yep.
Falcons.
Yep.
Everything was a field goal. It was like,
It was
it's like watching
terrible.
junior high football. It was just bad.
Well, Sage played in his first soccer jamboree yesterday.
Oh,
and
soccer
that's right.
jamboree.
Yeah, we
scored a
dropped-
bunch of goals and had a grand old time.
Did he?
I got a goal
Oh, good for him.
on camera accidentally.
Oh,
I was trying to take a video for Dan, and I was just like, tiny jamboree guy, and then he scored a goal. I was like, oh, well, look at that.
well, wow. He had a big sporty day yesterday.
did.
We
He
took him
golfed.
golfing.
Yep.
Sporty
Yeah.
day.
Shot
Your
a 42.
Your son
boy.
can trash talk, boy.
Oh, can he?
Wow.
42.
You learn.
He shot a
Where
42.
did this
That's pretty good
7-year-old
for a
learn to trash
7-year-old.
talk?
Yeah, I was gonna
Probably
say, isn't 42 actually like quite good?
For a 7-year-old,
Well,
it's really good.
We
Isn't
don't
that-
have him starting from the.
Well, yeah,
tees
there
or
is that.
anything. And we give him a
No,
lot of latitude. Like if he needs 5 out of the sand trap, we count it as 1.
The average 18-hole score for a grown-up would be, let's see, 95
95, really?
for 18 holes. I'm guessing you didn't do 18 holes.
No.
We did 9.
9.
Yeah.
So I guess
Well,
half.
if he shot a 42 in 18 holes, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
sign him up for
Really
the
good.
tour.
Let's see. The average 9-hole score is 45.
There you go.
Hey,
Well,
look
there
at
you
that.
go.
He's already a
Yeah.
couple.
He was
I did
like,
115 for 9
Nana-
holes.
Nana
Yeah.
beat us by 3 or something.
One.
Like that. One.
By
Oh,
one.
one.
By one stroke.
Narrowly.
So it's good to tie a 7-year-old and get beat by my wife. It was a real thrilling day
Yeah.
for me.
And then they had
Good day on the course.
Great day on the court
Okay.
for Uncle
All right.
Tommy.
And the brunch, we're definitely putting a moratorium on brunch for Sage. So it's like
What did he do?
$30 for brunch, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What did Sage eat? 1 sausage and 4
Yeah.
car crackers.
That would be Ethan right there. You get him a giant plate
He
of
said
food
he
and
ate
he'd
some
eat
sort
one
of
thing.
hash brown
Yep.
cheesy thing
He
that he
ate
really
one.
liked.
He didn't eat them.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to keep reminding him to eat and drink, eat and drink,
Mhm.
eat and drink, eat and drink.
It's
So
Ethan.
Indeed.
For the kids, it's the same price as the adults.
no,
I was gonna
adults
say.
was like 45
Oh.
and kids was like
Wow.
35 or
Oh,
something
wow.
like that.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, it's a giant spread.
I suppose.
It is a
yeah.
giant spread. They have really good cinnamon rolls.
Kristen, by the way, I need to tell you that I got a new job. I started on Saturday, I think it was. Was it? Yes. No, I think it was Saturday.
What?
It was over the weekend. I have a new job.
He's working at Wendy's.
I am the gym for Andy's son, Ethan.
No, everyone is the gym freak.
Oh.
To
Crawling
crawl
all
around.
over
Yeah,
my
we went
back
over to
and
their
my
house on
arms.
Saturday, and
Are you getting paid well?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. He
Ethan was
gets
wound
so
up.
fired up. My God, he gets fired. He's a great kid, though. Well, let me give you an example. So we saw it, and when we're leaving, Ethan came over and gave me a big hug and says, "I love you," which was really sweet. And then yesterday, when we brought Sage home after golf, I'm sitting there, and my door opens, and it's Sage. I said, "What's going on?" He goes, "Well, I came to say goodbye." It was really
oh,
sweet.
Sage
Oh,
loves
God.
Aw.
It loves a good
That
vibe.
reminds me of Ethan's extreme melodrama yesterday.
Yeah, the melodrama.
What did he do?
Melissa had to
talk
go
about
to,
Emmys.
Melissa had to go into town, aka a 3-minute drive to get eggs.
I'll say go into town. That makes it sound like a little house on the prairie.
I
Like,
mean,
I know it sounds like you're 40 miles away.
store.
Yeah, she went into the store in our town. I mean, usually we don't go to that one because it's a small town store. It's usually kind of expensive. But she's like,
Yeah.
she just went to the one that was a few minutes away to get eggs. And she was like, "Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be back in 5 minutes to get eggs." And Ethan was all freaking out and wanted to go with her, and she wouldn't let him. So she left. She went into the garage and closed the door. And Ethan comes over to me sobbing, and he says, "I just wanted to say goodbye."
Oh,
I'm like, she's gonna be back in 5 minutes. You're acting like she's going off
There-
to war.
I don't know
There
when
he
I'll
is.
see
not
her
that I'm
again.
comparing kids to animals, but if I'm gone for 15 minutes, I get the same
That's true,
gigantic
yeah.
greeting from Jude as
Yeah.
if I'm gone
Judy.
for 2 hours. So
It
doesn't
is true.
matter.
And as soon as Melissa came home, he ran at her and gave her a giant hug. And it's
Well, when is it that kids learn like object permanence and like?
object permanence is well before that.
But I mean, like when you're gone for 3 hours and 5 minutes, they can't really tell the difference between the two. Like
seems
when,
that
like
way.
a
does
dog.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
can't tell.
I don't
Like
know
if you're
when it
gone,
is.
you're gone, and it just means they never know when you'll return. And
Yeah.
it's sad.
Yeah.
All right, just a couple of things from the listeners. Yesterday, J.J. McCarthy of the Minnesota Vikings had 6 interceptions
6
in the game.
6.
And Bill Mahaffey responded, football was on yesterday.
That's exactly where I was
Yeah.
at.
So many people have just given up on the Vikes.
Terrible.
I think they've just given up.
I have.
Maybe
Yeah,
you guys should like root for a different city.
Yeah,
Well,
there you
we
go.
were thinking about
Pick a
that. And we were
fun
thinking
Miami.
about the Dolphins.
Everyone's rooting for birds lately.
Yeah.
Birds.
Birds.
Yeah, like
The
all
Eagles.
the Falcons,
Birds,
the
go
Eagles,
birds.
Just all the different bird-related
of birds.
teams.
No,
My-
Go Birds is directly related to the Eagles.
Oh,
go
it
Birds,
is?
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Although
Yep.
Eagles fans are horrendous,
But
like
Well-
the most obnoxious human being.
But the Eagles' Greatest Hits is one of the best-selling albums of all time.
Great
Yeah, there you
album.
go.
Great
That's a
album.
totally different deal.
Go Birds.
My niece played Harvard in volleyball yesterday and
wow.
like slaughtered them apparently.
Well, they're a bunch of
Oh,
nerds. What do you
She's
expect?
been
Who's
on
she playing for?
ESPN for like a couple.
who's she playing for?
Seton Hall. It's in New Jersey, I think.
Seton Hall.
Oh yeah, Seton Hall is a well-known East Coast university.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, they
Huh.
played Harvard
Oh, yeah.
yesterday. And
They've got a good
Nice.
sports program in general. Good
Oh,
basketball team.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
she's got a
She's
scholarship for volleyball.
Nice.
And,
Look at you with your finger on the sports pulse.
Yeah,
I
you
know. I do know Seton Hall.
Kristen knowing stuff.
yeah.
I know.
And I gave everyone Go Birds information today.
Birds,
I
yes.
mean, look at your
Yes.
sports report.
Oh,
Do not
you.
call me. I'm very versatile. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm not one note.
She's not a one-trick pony.
So a quick
That's right.
aside, according to my quick research, it's somewhere between 6 and 10 that they start understanding time.
Yeah.
Like adults. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
right,
a
right.
minute, like a 2 minute, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Well, it's like at 3 they start getting it, but
Yeah.
they keep getting better at it
Yeah.
until they're like 8-ish.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, when she was gone for 5 minutes, she could have been gone for 6 hours and it wouldn't have made a
Right.
difference to him.
Yeah.
Like how many more sleeps until Christmas? That
Yeah, exactly.
Or like, are we there yet? That kind of thing.
Oh,
Oh,
fun is-
he will literally will be in our garage still, and he'll say, "Are we there yet?"
okay.
It's like he knows at that point. He's just
I still do it. I hate car rides. Are we
Me
there
too.
yet?
I hate car rides too. Like, if it's over half an hour, I'm like, it's too far.
I know, it's
I'm
so
not
Yeah.
doing
boring.
that. What do
Yep.
you, what?
A lot of people from Los Angeles will drive to Vegas for the weekend. It's 4 hours with zero traffic, but
Ooh.
traffic, it can take you up to 8 hours when it's
I
a
was gonna say,
45-minute flight. 45-minute flight. And
Yeah.
people are like, did you drive? I'm like, oh my gosh, no.
But
I go down the street to Burbank Airport and take
But
the
the
45
argument
minutes.
is, you've got how long does it take you to get to the airport?
That's true. And get on the plane and get off the plane.
15 minutes. You
For an
fly
hour?
from Burbank Airport, which is
Okay.
15 minutes away. You don't go down to LAX. That's the trick. And then you're there in 45.
Oh, but
So
you got to get to the airport an hour and a half early,
Yeah, but
right?
then an hour. If you're,
Burbank, if you're not checking, you can
That's a
honestly
small
get there 30 minutes ahead of time. It is
Wow.
such a small airport. You board on the runway,
Oh,
go
small
up the
airport's
stairs.
the best.
I
Yeah,
love
it's really
airport.
great.
and then the Vegas airport is like 20 minutes from everything. So
Yeah.
it's not like a
Super
big, long
easy.
travel day.
Yeah, it's like when
Yeah.
we want to go somewhere, when we want to fly somewhere, we got to fly or we got to drive to MSP. That right there is at
An hour.
least an hour,
Right.
and we got to get there 2 hours early. So there's 3 hours before the flight, and then you got your flight time. It's probably like an additional
It's a whole
5
day.
hours,
Yeah.
just not including the flight time itself.
The nice
Yeah.
thing about Southern California, we have about 5 airports that we can fly out of
Yeah,
as options.
Like
And so
regional ones. Yeah.
yeah, but even you can go to John Wayne. That's an international airport, which is in Orange County. We've got Long Beach. Like we've
Wow.
got a ton of options. Ontario, Burbank, LAX, of course. So that's why even something like the Olympics is very attractive because we have all of these options that are easy to fly into.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Here we have a small airport, but it doesn't go
Flying
anywhere.
Cloud,
No, the
Flying Cloud's
the
very
little
small.
the Hubert. It's the 2 airports over
Terminal
there.
two?
Terminal two.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
It's
Yeah, it
really
goes to
nice,
certain
but they're all like 5 a.m.
Yeah,
Well, and
I
it's
like
like
going to Terminal too.
flights.
But MSP is a much nicer airport than LAX, and you guys win that hands down. LAX is a
It's a
nightmare.
nice airport,
MSP
Yeah.
is like a city.
It is, yeah.
but
You got
it's
everything
It's
you
well
can-
designed. There's great food. There's shopping.
Mhm.
Like there's everything right there. LAX is not that.
oh, okay.
And what are you gonna do? All I was doing the whole time you guys were talking is just hold my hand up, going, "Yep, When I was 8 years old, I brought home the bacon, and we haven't since. In 1960, the Minneapolis Lakers won the NBA championship. The Minnesota Gophers won the college championship.
Yeah.
And 1960 was the first year of the Minnesota Vikings.
Mm.
It was a big year. 8 years old. I'm going, oh, this is going to go on forever.
Well, at least you had some good childhood memories.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. Bank those memories.
The Twins won. That is what now? 35 years ago.
Almost
34 years
34.
ago. 34 years ago.
To build a championship team, you have to spend so much money.
Oh,
so
yeah.
much money now. Yeah.
It's like billions at this point. It's insane.
It seems like it, yeah.
Crazy.
What are you going to do, though? I still watch the team. I don't know, though. It's tough. I stopped watching the Twins because it makes me too sad because I am a huge Twins
So
fan.
sad.
You need like a Shohei Ohtani, you know?
Oh, yes. Well, everybody needs
Look at me throwing around terms. I don't really know anything about baseball, but I do know.
big shot.
Shohei Ohtani is the only baseball player currently that I could name. So
Yeah,
what is
that's
he
pretty
making,
much-
like
name any of
$60
them.
million a year or something?
This guy's huge.
Look up and see how much he makes, Andy. I think it's like $60 million a year.
I'm gonna ask him to pay for.
and that's
Stan's
just for his
bills.
contract, right?
That's just for his contract, I think.
No, it's $70 million a year.
70.
Yep.
10-year, $700 million contract.
All right.
You want to win a World Series? You got to pay World Series money.
It is
Yep.
kind of amazing how
700
much
million.
sports can count on one person.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the other
Oh,
people
yeah.
are obviously very good players too, but that one person can be such a standout.
Well, it's kind of how it's always been, though. I mean, when I was a kid, it was, Shaq, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Tiger
Yeah,
Woods. There was
yeah.
always like that one big draw to the sport.
But they
Yep.
would build a team around that star because
Yeah.
here's
Yep.
the thing. You have Shohei go down for, like, let's say a major injury. You
Yeah.
don't want that to happen. But if he does, is the rest of the team able to carry them all the way to the World Series and win? That's the
Right.
question.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's rather interesting. I don't know. I still like watching the sport, but I just, Kath and I were talking last night that after the Twins just hit the wall again, and now the Vikings, that was one of the worst football games I have ever seen.
Well, so it was
Vikings
Falcon.
play.
Oh, we're going to have Costaki
Falcons
on tomorrow,
kicked
huh?
our
Yeah,
butts.
who,
Uh-oh.
Costaki?
Yeah, we're
Costaki's gonna
Costaki
have gloat
tomorrow,
time.
So
Yep.
many jokes.
He'll have gloat time.
We'll have all sorts of things
for
to
him.
say.
Whatever,
22-6.
22-6. They were
That's-
never in the game.
Oh, wow. They took a nap along the sidelines.
So I was at Costco
Yes.
Sure.
and they had a Vikings shirt. And I said, I'm going to buy it because I don't own any Vikings paraphernalia. I've never had a jersey.
You were wearing it yesterday.
This year, I'm going to buy one because it's going to bring us good luck.
Yeah.
And
Way to
what
go,
Did
Catherine.
not work out.
Yeah, you should
Did
return
not
that
work
shirt.
out.
Return
I
the
need to
shirt.
return the
Yeah,
shirt.
Costco will take it back, Catherine.
Here's an interesting
They will.
stat. How do you pronounce this? Bijan Robinson?
Yeah, Dijon Robinson.
Bijan Robinson.
Bijan.
Bijan, yeah.
He outgained the entire Vikings offense by himself.
Yes, he did.
He is, man, can that guy pivot and swirl and get through a line? He is just very talented.
It's all true.
Duck, dodge, parry.
He's
slice,
fun to watch.
whatever.
He is fun to watch. He's one of those ball players you're just like, wow,
He's
look
like-
at him move.
He's like, who's that? Who's Bo Nose? Is that Bo Derek?
What?
Bo
Bo
knows.
Derek. No, I don't think she plays in the NFL.
Bo
Bo
Jackson?
Derek does not.
Bo something. What is his? What is?
There's a Bo Jackson.
Is it
I
Bo
have
Jackson?
absolutely no idea. Who
Yep, it's Bo Jackson. That's what I'm
Okay.
thinking
Yeah.
of.
All right.
He
Absolutely.
was famous for his ability to do that sort of thing.
So, Kristen, one of the biggest problems we have here is the end of the Twins season, going into the Viking season. The weather starts to turn horrible. So,
Horrible. It's not going to
It
be
is
horrible for 2 more
right
months.
now.
million
it's nice.
degrees outside. I
Yeah.
went for a run this morning and I was like, I might not make it. It was so humid.
well, no. I'm just talking about it's the beginning of the,
And
Fall.
That's fall.
and fall.
The long winter. It's the beginning of the long winter.
It
That's
is.
a
Yeah,
minute.
it is.
That's the thing is we get 2 months of fall if we're lucky,
If we're lucky.
and then we
Yeah,
get
your
solid 5
fall is
months.
too short.
Yeah.
If you guys had a longer fall, it would be
Yeah.
doable. Yeah.
Fall is
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite time of year, but it's so
great.
short in Minnesota.
Mm.
It
Fall
is.
is beautiful, and then it just doesn't last long. That was the one thing I was really sad about. I was like, just another month, please, when I lived in Minneapolis.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
yeah, you get fall and then you wake up and it's like 20 degrees out and everything's dead. And it's like,
Frost. Yeah, it
oh,
was
that's
not good.
that.
Yeah.
It's all true, but it's interesting because it's an interesting place to live. There's no question.
Sure is.
People are very set in their ways in Minnesota. And you aren't going to to them out of
They're
it.
Scandinavian, that's how they are.
Well, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Who knows? But
Who knows?
it is beautiful. Jesus, I can't even get a statement out anymore without somebody talking over me.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Pipe down, both of you. So what else is going on, Kristen Burt?
Well, I have not good news.
God.
Yeah, AI podcasting has arrived officially.
Why would you
No.
Yeah,
Why would you
wanna
find that
listen to
interesting?
Yeah,
I know.
like,
And here's the thing. So it's a company called Inception Point AI. It's run by one of the former executives over at Wondery. So they know podcasting. And what they're doing is creating 50 AI podcast hosts. With like crazy names. Let me see if I can find some of the names. Let me grab my glasses. They were, Claire Delish, Ollie Bennett, Nigel Thistledown. And they're doing everything from like sports, entertainment, cooking podcasts. They're hoping to do 5,000 podcasts, 3,000 episodes a week. It only costs them $1 per episode.
Right. Yep. $1.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to that.
But it's just like
Stop. But why would people want to listen to
it's just
an
computer
AI
generated
people?
nonsense.
Well, here's the thing. This is I thought was really interesting. This is in the Hollywood Reporter. If anyone wants to read it, it's from September 9th. But obviously they want to drive down the cost for producing podcasts, obviously. But especially with narrative podcasts, because they can be relatively pricey. But they don't want to do the short-term contracts anymore for popular hosts. What they want to do is scale and control the talent. This is why you have AI podcasts and produce shows, obviously, at a minimal cost. And I was like,
okay, well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like, the people that have huge podcasts, people listen to it and it is huge because of the host.
Yes.
Yes.
Because honestly, a lot of the really big podcasts aren't that great. Like they're fine.
That's true. Yeah.
I think a lot of it is like, I've been listening to this guy for so long, or I loved his other thing or whatever. And that's why they get really big.
Yeah, or they're very polarizing, or there's some reason why people listen to it.
Well, you take a look at Smartless with, Jason Bateman and Sean Hayes and Will Arnett. They've obviously done very well. I don't love the podcast, to be honest. I used to love it, and now I feel like it's a little too snarky and mean. But they are big enough that they are going to the Hollywood Bowl next month and doing a live broadcast of the podcast, of course, with like surprise guests and things like that. That's 18,000 seats. 18,000. They'll fill it.
Yeah, and you're not going to fill that with a computer-generated host.
Yeah.
So
with Nigel Thistledown, no.
I know, but at some point, it's like if everything is so generic and boring, to me, maybe that'll be interesting for a while, listening to an AI.
Yeah, just being like, oh, look what computers can do.
A computer's talking to me for 45 minutes about something I want them to talk to me about. But that has to get boring. And maybe that'll even make a revival of human hosts.
Well, people are falling for it. They've been around since September 2023. They have seen 10 million downloads since then, collectively, like over all of their episodes.
Well, when you make 3,000 episodes a week, that's like, what's that, one download per episode?
And they know how to push it to the proper places to get people to listen to it.
You go to Facebook where everyone's buying every single AI photo. You sit there and I go, this is not a real photo. And it's not, Facebook doesn't flag it as AI, and it drives me bananas. So then people believe like, Julia Roberts is pregnant in her 50s. And they're like, congratulations, Julia. I'm like, oh my God, she's not pregnant.
I know. I think that that's something that needs to happen. I think they should have to flag things as AI.
They're going to have to make it a law, I think.
Yeah. And right now we've got Congress passed that AI law that there's no parameters at all for AI for the next decade. That was done in that Trump bill.
That's a very bad plan.
Well,
very bad plan. And that it leans toward all the tech execs that have been, in the White House hanging out. And Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook is the worst of it when it comes to the AI right now. And they are not doing any sort of monitoring system on it.
That's the thing. The lobbyists are making a whole lot of money off of AI. So of course they're not going to be like, let's put some reins on AI.
And these AI podcasts, you only need about 20 listeners to be profitable.
Yeah,
It's only
exactly.
costing $1 an episode.
Listeners.
Well, because you're not paying the talent.
Yeah.
There's no equipment.
Yep.
You're literally just
Yeah,
like,
it's like-
pushing a button on a computer, and there you go.
Not
Your
even
podcast
pennies
is
to make an episode.
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
God.
the other thing about that, Kristen, I've talked to you about this before. It happened again just a couple of weeks ago. You know, I'm in the car, so I'm listening to the radio because I don't listen to radio very much unless I'm in the car, right? My voice came on and did 2 commercials, and I never recorded those commercials.
Are you calling SAG after over this? You need to call the SAG after rep
On them. It's like,
because that is money.
I know it's a lot of money. They're using your voice like that.
Yes, SAG after will go after them, especially if you had a contract with them in the past.
Well, the other
Good.
scary thing though about AI is they can just change your voice a little.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Inspired, sampled. They can call it all kinds of things.
But it
Yeah.
is a weird experience hearing your voice and you know it's not you. That's a weird experience.
They'll say, I want a Tom Bernard like voice, and it'll be Tom Bernard, but just slightly different.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's so filthy. All right, I know you got to go because you're a big shot and have all these other
shot.
jobs. and,
So
you know,
fancy.
actually,
I
you know,
think you are.
many people don't know this, but Otani makes a little less than Kristen Burt.
That's true.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that is fact.
Yeah,
That is fact proven by Mark Zuckerberg.
I love it. Works for me. Well, thank you. We will talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, see you all tomorrow.
Thanks very much. Kristen Bird Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We'll take a break. Be right back. Is Sandy going to join us?
I think so.
You think he'll look so disheveled like he did last Friday?
I guess it depends on
He
if
did
can-
look disheveled.
He did.
He certainly did.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you, a wino?
Poor Bob.
Oh, poor
Possibly.
Bob.
We will be right back. Sandy should join us right after this. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Allie?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Talk about my bank, that'd be North American Banking Company. Look, it's easy to feel like just another account number at the big national banks, but that's not how it works with my friends at North American Banking Company. Whether you're visiting their locations in Roseville, 50th in France, Hastings, Woodbury, Shoreview, or Maple Grove, you'll always find real people who know you by name and actually care about your finances, not some AI chatbot. They also offer all modern conveniences you expect, like online and mobile banking, but with a personal touch that only a community bank can offer. So why settle for less when you can bank with my friends at North American Banking Company? Visit nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I got to say it again. How many years been with Kristen?
13-ish.
13 years.
Just a little under, I believe.
Excuse me.
She's terrific to work with. She's just
She is.
very pleasant person, very
That's true.
smart.
I like it.
For those of you watching the video, wondering why we're looking especially orange today, it's because we changed the temperature of the
Yeah,
lights
because it was too glary.
it was very glary. I haven't adjusted the white balance yet.
Yeah, we got to get the
Well,
white
but you
balance
can
cooking.
just turn them down, can't you?
You can, but I don't. I think this is a lot less migraine inducing. All I have to do is,
Yeah,
I just have to de-redify the.
we do look a little orange.
Ratify.
I have a question. So today I saw a video on social media where this guy was paying for elderly people's groceries.
Oh,
So they're like sitting there checking out, and he just reached over and tapped his credit card on there. And they didn't sometimes even know what was going on, and then he would sort of disappear.
oh.
I mean, you saw his image doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And he did, I don't know, he did that on this video about 6 or 7 times. And people are like, well, if he was really generous, he wouldn't post himself doing it.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, he is obviously posting it so he can get like probably
Recognition.
revenue from it, or
Yeah,
at least recognition.
But at least he's getting recognition for doing something
yeah,
nice.
but he is doing something good. So I mean, I
And
don't know.
exactly.
it might also inspire other people to do something nice. So I don't really see
Well,
a downside.
I think you see that on the internet all the time, where it's like they wouldn't even be doing this if they couldn't post it on the internet. It's like maybe not, but
It's happening.
Something positive.
yeah, that's
I
what
feel the same way. It's like when like rich people donate money, but they don't donate that much. It's like, a billionaire donates $10,000 to a cause or something,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, well, he could easily donate $10 million and he wouldn't even feel it. But it's like, would you rather him donate $10,000 or nothing? Because $10,000 is still a lot of money to a lot of people.
Yeah, like maybe they want to donate to multiple different
Yeah,
things.
it's like just because
rather
this
than-
person could be donating more doesn't
Yeah.
mean that donating is some like cruel act. It's the
Yeah.
weirdest thing.
I don't know either.
I don't
But-
know. I feel like if somebody's going to do something nice, if they get paid for doing something nice, okay,
Great.
that's better than
Mhm.
getting paid for spewing horrible things.
A couple of people commented on this. Yes, you see this little cut right here?
Yeah.
I'm trying to set the world record for healing.
Yeah,
The
the
longest
slowest
scab
Yeah,
in
heal.
the world.
It's been on my leg for like a month.
Yeah, maybe you should put some.
I feel like you should go to a dermatologist. This
Oh,
looks
look at that.
worse.
Uh-oh.
That looks pretty bad.
you should
Yeah, you've
go.
had those 3 little things that you said were bug bites, and I think
They're
they
not
might,
bug
I
bites.
think they might be something else.
Mm.
Like what?
Maybe little skin cancers.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Sorry, I mean I have loads of them.
Yeah, she's had a million of them.
so
Yes,
and
I just had
most of the time they're not that scary.
because of you. I get things constantly biopsied that never
Way
turn
to
into
go,
anything,
Catherine.
but I have to
I
pay $1,000.
Well, don't get them biopsied then.
Well,
Way to go.
You'll learn to know when it's
I
something.
guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember
It's my dermatologist that
Well, that's
she's
because
like,
they get paid for
because of
biopsies.
Yeah, exactly.
because your mother's had so much skin cancer and your father's had melanoma and your grandparents have had melanoma.
That's because they
like,
were
we have to
spent-
biopsy everything.
They
I'm
spent
like,
the first 40 years of their lives in the sun with no sunscreen. That's why.
Well, and
That's true.
my dad grew up on a river.
Yeah.
In the summertime with no sunscreen.
Well, I did. I
He's
had
blonde and fair.
I
he
had
was
a pre-
burned to a crisp.
I had a pre-melanoma on my back, and so ever
The
since then,
squamous?
she's like, we have to
Oh.
biopsy everything.
Well, then you
And I'm
probably
like,
should have everything biopsied.
I really wish that preventative care was not so expensive.
Well, that's why I was
But
just
the
saying the other day.
dermatologist.
I pay $800 a month for insurance, for medical insurance.
10,000 a year.
And every time I go to the doctor, I still have to pay the bill
I know.
Because you got your deductible.
because I don't have.
Yep.
I never reach $5,000. Now, if I ever have,
Unbelievable.
have to go to the hospital for something,
Yeah.
it will most likely get
No,
paid.
take it from me. Having a deductible can be a very nice thing.
Why is that?
I mean, let's see. Last year, I got cancer treatment and 2 surgeries. The year before that, I got a different surgery and had a baby.
Well, that's right.
So, I mean, it's like,
Yeah, you
it's-
got really.
we've been doing all sorts of medical stuff. And once you hit that deductible, it's quite nice to not have to pay an additional $20,000.
I know, but it's just like for me, I don't think I've ever reached my deductible, even with
I don't reach our deductible ever.
no.
We never
and you
used
got a
to, but
family of
all of a
4.
sudden,
Mhm. The only years that
deductibles
we've-
go up the more people you have in your family, I think.
The only reason we met our deductible last year, like 2 weeks before or 2 days before the end of the year,
of
because Sage was in the
going to the
hospital.
hospital. Yeah.
And I think that's the only. Oh, and then when Fawn was born, when Sage was born, we didn't even meet our deductible because I didn't have like
Yeah, you didn't stay in the
standard
hospital. Yeah.
care.
Mm.
Yeah, all it takes
And
is
we don't-
one or 2 days in the hospital. You'll hit your deductible.
And we don't have any prescriptions at all.
So
any
they
of
always
us.
talk about the, just having catastrophic insurance. Well, that's what my insurance really is. That's what all insurance really is.
It's
just
catastrophic.
Adam,
insurance.
I'm doing a show and I just got called into a show here. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.
Talking to somebody.
Okay,
else.
bye, Bob.
Nope,
See you
sorry.
later.
No. Hey. Whoa, here we go. I was just
Wait.
finishing up with something.
How are
Sorry.
you doing?
What are you doing?
I was talking to someone.
Now I can't hear you.
You were
We
talking?
can hear you.
You can't.
Not you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Now
well,
he's
you're-
stroby.
This is
now
what
he's
I'm
weird.
saying. I knew there was something wrong.
Your
How
connection.
could you not hear me?
There, now
There you
you're
go.
okay.
We can hear you,
All
but
right.
your connection is like
You
a
just
little.
froze for a sec.
All right.
You got your Starlink or whatever you have.
Starlink.
No, I don't have
Bob.
Starlink. That's expensive.
Is it?
All right. A listener sent in a picture of, well, I don't want to like put it up without your permission, but I also don't want to spoil it. But it might be someone on this show who is a very young age. Would you be all right if we put that picture up?
You're asking me?
Yes.
It's a member of your family.
No, it's him.
Oh,
Just
well,
put
if
the
he's a
damn thing
member of
up.
his family.
All right, here. Who's this handsome boy?
Oh,
How old were you here?
Bob.
I was 32.
I was
Look at the
32.
look.
I
No,
know.
I don't know what I was, 4 or 5.
Yeah, he couldn't have been more than 6 or 7.
Oh.
6.
What
Where
a
did you
cute
find that,
little
Andy?
boy.
Charlie emailed it to me. I don't know where he
Where did
found it.
Charlie get it?
Charlie's
I-
good at that stuff.
I
Charlie,
grew
where'd you
into
find
those. I grew into the ears.
Yeah.
That's why he likes wearing headphones.
There you have it. So, Bob, normally I'd say, hey, what's going on in the sports world? But
Yeah.
I don't even want to hear it.
How about
because,
those Vikes?
oh, my God, those teams suck.
All right, you know what? Can I give you just a couple of quick things about your Minnesota Vikings?
Love to hear
One,
it.
7's the big number to come out of that game because 7 of 8 quarters they have sucked.
Oh,
7
They
to
had
8
one
quarters,
good quarter.
right.
I must have missed
They-
the quarter that they didn't.
With no, the one against the Bears, the fourth quarter. And
Yep.
we learned yesterday that beating the Bears is not a big deal because they might be the worst team in the NFL.
They might be. You're right.
And the other thing, I put this more on the head coach than on J.J. McCarthy because he did not give him much help with that back. First of all, you got a backup left tackle. You knew you would not have Christian Darrisaw when the season began.
Yeah. Yep.
And you did not get a good left tackle. And even if you got a guy like that, give him more help. You pretty much have to plant a tight end next to him for every passing down. Or go to 2 running backs and have a running back there blocking at all times. And by the way, 1 attempted screen, and I believe that was it. Shorten the routes. And I have a guy named John Plume on from Sports Illustrated. He's their managing editor for NFL content on my show, the BS show today. 2016, Next Gen Stats started tracking how long quarterbacks hold the ball. Nobody, since they started tracking in 2016, than J.J. McCarthy yesterday for longer holding the ball. Get rid of it, and that's on the coach. Get rid of the ball is what he should be told. He's ruining. Somebody posted this, and it's accurate. You have J.J. McCarthy in his prime. His prime years could be damaged by not having a guy getting the ball out to him. Give him shorter routes. Throw him a screen. Do something. Because
How old is J.J. McCarthy?
what's he, 21 or 22?
Let's see. J.J. McCarthy he was born in 2000. He's 22.
Because he
22.
he's not very tall, which
6'3". So.
He's
well,
tall.
in comparison to the line, he looks like a little kid.
Well,
And I mean, you have to be real. I thought, don't you have to be like, how tall is an average QB?
I'm looking it up
6'3" is a good
now.
size. That's not a bad
Yeah,
size.
6'3" is actually the average
Because I feel
QB.
like he
Yeah.
looks like a tiny little guy when he's in the huddle.
But you know why that is? His shoulders are about this wide.
And the
Wow.
linemen are 6'5", 6'6".
Yes.
Well,
so
see,
how
you
do
know-
you see over the line when you're throwing the ball?
No, that's not the problem.
Away
It
from
isn't
you.
the problem.
No.
No, he is like exactly on for both average quarterback height and weight.
Oh,
Yep.
He's like the most generic quarterback there is, apparently.
okay.
And he plays
Well, they
like it. So there you
No,
go.
I mean,
Well, there
he
you
had
go.
a chance to connect on a long touchdown pass and overthrew.
Over
Great, you
through
got
it.
the arm. But again, I put this on the quarter or the head coach and the general manager for
I agree.
not having a better backup left tackle and also not giving him help within. I don't think, and I've said this since he became the coach, I don't think he does a great job of in-game adjustments.
I agree.
You know, because you should have immediately given him help on that left side and tell him, you know, we see after every series, they're talking to each other. Well, tell them to get rid of the ball faster and tell them, I'm going to give you more screens. I'm going to give you and also have them roll out more to get away from that pass rush.
Yep.
I have a question. What is a screen?
What is a screen?
It's a short pass.
Oh, okay.
A short
Yeah.
pass like, well, I'd say in the flat. You just throw the ball, you know, to a running back who's just going out to the side, toward the sideline. That would be like a screen.
Yeah,
I like-
to gain
I like how
yardage.
your thought was I'd say in the flat, but you don't know what that means. And you would not be wrong if you had completed
The
that
whole
sentence.
point is to get yardage, gain yardage.
Yes, I do
They
know
just
that.
don't
I
seem
know
to-
yardage
they
is
just
good.
don't seem
How
to be able
long
to do
is
it.
a yard?
I don't know, Bob. It's just one of those situations where, You thought maybe they'd come out, they'd be okay. I literally thought the Twins would be better this year, and they're horrendous.
It's pretty hard to watch
So
these
bad.
teams.
So I don't, why are we supposed? And the University of Minnesota can't win anything. Well, in the first week they beat somebody 66-0 who had never played football before.
Buffalo. Okay, they played crap teams the first 2 weeks, and they played this California team is not great.
Wait, 66
okay
nothing
team.
NFL game?
No,
No.
Oh, I was gonna
college.
say that's got to be like a record blowout.
College.
Oh, okay,
That's
that's
still pretty.
No.
still pretty bad.
That's still
But
pretty bad.
Detroit put up 55 points on the Bears.
Yeah,
they
they
just
did.
blew them out.
Bears are terrible.
There are some good teams, very good teams in the NFL, and your Vikings are not one of them.
No, they're not.
No.
You're
Do you
absolutely right.
suppose if I wasn't Minnesotan, I'd care more about sports?
Oh, maybe. Maybe if you had winning teams,
Yeah,
you
like
would like sports
Something to
more.
be proud of, I guess.
Yeah, because Dad's historically been mad.
That's true. It's
You've
been nothing
you've-
but negative
you've been-
associations.
You've been
really.
watching sports and mad the entire
Yeah.
time.
Well, I mean, I have positive associations of the sports because when I think to my childhood, the Vikings are on. I think of going down to the barn and eating chicken wings
Yep.
and
Pizza,
and that sort of
The
thing.
tons of
greatest.
snacks.
Yeah,
Running
I
around.
loved going down there and just like
Yep.
snacking and like the game was on and I'd watch it, but I didn't really understand any of it.
It's one of my regrets is none of my sons are really that into football because I was at games every weekend.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I never really, took them to games or spent time because I was at games and they have a passing interest. But my oldest son, Sawyer, I mean, we watch games together sometimes. But my next youngest, occasionally he'll watch. And then my youngest could care less, so I regret not trying to, but then again, they don't have to go through this pain.
That's
All right.
true.
Little bit of football trivia.
Oh boy.
So 1916 Cumberland versus Georgia Tech. Worst college blowout.
212-0.
Yep.
Close.
What?
222 to nothing.
222. I knew there were twos in there.
220. How do you even get that many points? Like,
How
even if
do
the other team just didn't show up,
I feel
how
like,
is there enough time in a game
Yeah.
to get that many
I
touchdowns?
feel like after a while you would just be like, can we be done?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah, can you surrender in a football game? Is that allowed?
Can we give up? We're
concede?
done.
Just
Like,
concede.
Isn't that like 17 touchdowns? 222?
Do the math. Yep.
Maybe more than that. I
How many
don't know.
points is in a
maybe more
touchdown?
than that.
Well, 17. 7.
7?
Yeah.
Well, that would be
Yeah.
That's with the extra 4.
31 and a half touchdowns.
Yeah.
31.
I'm like, there's only 7 with the extra. Yeah.
Oh, that's like a touchdown for every 2 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, how do you even cross the field? in
Andy,
that
just
short amount of
just
time?
type in, ask how many touchdowns were in the Cumberland Georgia Tech game.
Oh, yeah.
Because they did drop kick back then too, but I don't think they had
Yep.
60 something
Yep.
drop kicks.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Let's
That's
see
just
here.
so
I'm thinking a lot of turnovers.
32
A lot of
touchdowns.
turnovers.
32 touchdowns.
Georgia Tech.
Wow.
Yeah, Georgia Tech scored 32 touchdowns. Cumberland got 0 points. And that they slowed down actually. The first two, I don't know. The first 2 quarters, they got 63 points
Oh,
each.
Oh,
They slowed down to 42 in the last quarter.
Yes, because I think the water boy and the cheerleader scored 10 of the touchdowns.
yeah, probably.
Well, I think at some point you just stop.
People in the
like,
audience
Yeah,
were like,
exactly.
sick of winning.
Yeah. I'm like, we're good.
Yeah, it's not fun anymore just watching. Yeah,
You feel sorry for the other team.
So, what was the game played at Georgia?
let's see. It was played home field, Grant Field, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Georgia
it was
Tech,
it was
yeah.
Cumberland at Georgia Tech.
Cumberland. Why are you tapping my foot?
Because he wants to lick your leg, and the
No,
mom's
you're not licking my leg.
he's staring at me because I
Not
put
happening.
a pillow barrier up, and
He
he's
loves to lick my
Let me
leg.
take a picture of you.
You know, it's too bad though for the people. The over under in that game was 223.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a sure
Don't forget
thing.
about that.
Remember that Remember that game when the Gophers played Nebraska and Sid Hartman lost a bet where he gave 70 points
Yep.
and still wound up losing?
Still
something
wound up
like
losing.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I miss Sydney. I got to be honest with you. I'm glad you brought him up because once in a while he just pops into my head. I'm going for a walk or whatever. I loved Sid Hartman. I know a lot of people got very angry with him, but he had a very sweet heart. I mean, Chad's a great guy. You still see Chad once in a while, don't you?
I don't run into him that much, but I mean, I always liked Chad, and I got along well with Sid because he was a character, no question
loved
about it.
You know, he grew up in the same neighborhood that I did on Plymouth Avenue there. I mean, obviously a generation or two before me, but that is that deal. But I always he honestly got that time when he and I were over by his cabin over there on the river. You ever
Yeah.
go over there?
Yeah, oh yeah, I've been on at his river place several times.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. But you know the ice cream shop up the hill? There's
I
an
don't think
ice
I've
cream
been there.
shop there,
Yeah.
right by, what is the name of that?
Are you talking
ski
about
slope?
Stillwater?
No, it's down
Aston Alps.
by
Afton
Hudson.
Alps?
It's down by Hudson on the Minnesota side of the river. But it doesn't matter.
Any skiers in the chat?
But here's why I loved him so
We need
much.
your help.
He and I are having an ice cream cone and talking about growing up in North Minneapolis and Plymouth Avenue, and he'd have to go because his father, which was very unusual for a Jewish man, his father was a big drinker. So Sid, as a little boy, would have to be sent out to go get his father and either carry him home or show him the way home or whatever. And he were talking about that. And Sid's looking the other way, and I just thought he was looking at the river. And he looks back at me, and he has tears running down his face. And he said, you know, I wish my mama never died. It was like, oh, my God.
Oh boy.
My heart was pounding. It was
Never
just,
ever get over it. I guess.
oh, God. But you could tell by looking at his face the misery
Selma's?
that was
Selma's
caused.
ice creams. in
Was it
Afton.
Thelma's? I think it was
Afton.
Thelma's.
I was right.
Selma.
Afton.
I think you're right.
No, we got Selma's and we got Afton.
Selma's?
Well, Afton is the
Well,
ski
Afton is
hill.
right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Afton
what I said.
Alps. Yep.
Afton is
All right.
right there.
I-
But,
Here we go.
knew it.
This is Jude right now.
oh, you got Jude. Oh, there's Jude peeking up.
I look happy.
He lets me up.
And he keeps
I wanna
letting
lick
me
Dad's
lick
leg.
Dad's leg.
He loves to lick my legs. I don't know why. I have no idea.
Looks like a
Judy.
sea
I have no
otter.
clue.
He does.
But
He's got that face.
Sea otter face.
actually,
or
I just got an
goldfish.
email
He's
from
cute.
Jude says it's time to take a break. So we will
All
take a
right.
break. Be right back. Bob Sansevier right after this. Michael Bryant. Michael, what's up?
Dealing with another case where a person gave a statement to the adjuster because they thought the person was really friendly.
Is that a good idea?
Well, the problem is they know the law when they call you up. And while you're trying to be fair and you're trying to get help, the reality is there are questions you get asked that the way you answer them make a big difference. And people put themselves in trouble. And when they aren't in trouble, they didn't do anything wrong, but suddenly the adjuster's got a statement that can blow up their case completely.
What has caused people to be so untrustworthy, I guess is the best way I could put it? They take advantage.
Well, insurance companies have hired adjusters whose job it is to deal with unrepresented people. So they're supposed to kind of lure them in, call them every day, see how they're doing. And people are like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Where the reality is they've kind of adjusted to their problem that they've got going on. So it's not that they're completely better, but the way they say it gets to be a problem. And that's why having somebody who can explain your rights, represent you, make sure that you understand the law before you give a statement can make a big difference in your case.
Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant. This year, the magic is calling like I'm telling you, never before, at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. 16 stages filled with sword fighting, fire breathing, music, magic, juggling, and more. Delicious food and drink fit for a Viking. Get it? Not just a king, but a Viking. Like the hearty turkey leg, of course. Craft your own magic at the Wicked Wand Workshop and race for glory at the Ninja Warrior Challenge. Don't miss the live armored jousting in the marketplace is a shopper's dream. There's something for everyone in the Renaissance Festival's magical village. The Minnesota Renaissance Festival weekends, August 16th through September 28th. Don't miss the adventure. Get your tickets at renaissancefest.com. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Sansevier Sports brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury lawyer seeking justice for the injured. Contact Bradshaw and Bryant at minnesotapersonalinjury.com. That's minnesotapersonalinjury.com. So, Sandy,
Pardon me.
Yes.
what else?
Well, first of all, I'm glad you mentioned the Renaissance. I haven't been there in years, and I should take my youngest child there, Sienna. She's never been to it. If
Oh,
she
yeah.
was, she was in a a little push thing when they were little.
Stroller.
How old is she now?
Thank you. 16.
Oh, wow. So it's been
Oh.
like 13, 13,
It's
14
been a long
years.
time, maybe more than that. Maybe she's
Good
never
for
did
her.
go. I mean, Sam may have been, a toddler when the last time we went, and she's 30 now.
Yeah, I think it's been probably 10 years for me, so not quite that much.
When
but-
is she due? Sam?
November,
Woo!
mid-November, November
Want
18th.
to go with you November 7th, baby.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No,
I remember
God.
telling Melissa it's going to be November 7th. That's the magic day.
It is.
That's
honestly,
the day
God.
everyone's born.
That's my birthday. It's Ethan's birthday.
Mhm.
It's a lot of people born on November
It's
7th.
kind of neat when you have a grandparent that's my middle child, Spencer, was born on my mother's birthday.
It happens all the time. I have a friend who shares a
Yeah, it's
birthday
weird.
with her
That's so
grandparent, and then
crazy.
her nephew shares a birthday with her mom.
I mean, the
yeah.
chances are pretty slim that it's going to be on the same
1 in
day.
365, I
Yeah.
suppose.
It's
Yeah.
really
Pretty
common,
slim.
though. I mean, I think there's something about it.
Genetic, like-
yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's like a,
Yes, my
Code.
horoscope kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the post from Margaret. Oh, Jude.
Yeah,
Chanel says, I just want to squeeze him. He's so cute.
He is so cute.
Judy, everyone loves you.
Judy,
He is
everyone loves
adorable.
it, Judith.
And his leg is better too, for those that have been
Yeah,
asking.
He seems to be better. Not that he ever knew
I know. I
that
was
his
walking
leg
around
was-
outside with him the other day, and he was just sitting, staring at my car, like, "Are we getting in your car?"
I know,
And then I
well,
walked back to the front door, and then he just like,
It's still a
Yeah.
little janky, but
You know what you should do? Because they're doing this with that. Why don't you just clone them and sell a bunch of them?
"There you go."
Oh,
He's a
Judith.
cavalier. He has plenty of clones.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, they all
that's
look the
true.
same.
They're all basically the
They
same.
all look
He's what,
exactly
12?
the same.
he's 12,
12?
almost 13.
Almost 13 years old.
Although Jude is unusually gigantic for a cavalier.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I've met one larger and a few the same size, but yeah.
Most of them.
Very true.
Most of the time, I see a cavalier and I'm like, "Oh, it must be a puppy," but then I realize, no,
I
she's
know,
just
Jude's
this
some
breed,
big
this
ass.
breed is a
Mega
great breed, as they're very docile. They don't bite people, or
They
they're
lick 'em.
very tolerant. They're very sweet dogs. But I know so many people that come up to me and talk to me about having a cavy, and that their cavy died at 7.
yeah,
They
the
died
heart
at 8
issues.
because they get
God.
these heart problems and
Yes.
Hey, thanks for-
cancers.
you tell them, hey, thanks for that.
Yeah, I know, really.
I
Yeah.
know, but I mean, they're always like, "Oh, I would buy
Well-
another one, but I just don't." You know, they had such health problems, and
Yeah.
I mean,
And
the
he's a
breeders
very-
are supposed to be doing a better job about that, but unfortunately, unless you really know,
Well, when you do a lot of inbreeding and
Yeah,
all
that's the
that kind of
thing. Is
stuff,
they're
it's like-
pretty inbred.
'cause, I mean, he's pretty fragile.
he is,
Yeah, he is.
very fragile.
Like, oh, he ate one pea, and when he has a pea, he has
Well, I just saw-
vomits for 3 days.
Margaret just said that her dog ate something on the street and was up all night sick, and she doesn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
what it was.
Well, she thinks it was like a
Weed
brick
or
of weed or something like that.
What?
Really?
A roach,
A
I think
brick?
she called it.
A roach.
I don't know what weed terminology is.
My dog got high last night due to neighbors' irresponsibility. Is
Yeah,
what
we
she said.
we saw your comment, Margaret, at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Just we had a lot
Yeah.
to talk
Because
about.
Jude has eaten stuff on sidewalks too, and
Yeah.
gotten
Oh, yeah.
very, very
Well,
ill.
I
So you
remember
don't know
one
what
time,
I've seen hypodermic needles on the road.
the worst
you
of
know,
it,
you don't know.
when we were on that walk with Kazzy.
The mouse?
Yes, he
And mom like reached down.
he
his
dove
throat.
into a bush and came back out and couldn't breathe, and he
Yeah.
passed out. I think
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
and
passed out because he
Mom-
couldn't breathe.
And mom like
Jaws of life. Tim.
jaws of life him and reached down his throat and pulled out a dead mouse.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he choked to death
know.
basically on a dead mouse,
Yeah.
and
like,
mom
he
had to
died.
save his
Yeah,
life.
and then,
And then he just popped up and was like, "Oh,
Yeah, he's like, I'm fine. Dumbest.
I was like,
Unbelievable.
what just happened?" Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
Was the
that
mouse
was
dead or alive?
It was
Every-
dead.
Yeah, it was a dead
He
mouse.
found a mouse corpse because you can
Yeah.
smell a
And
mouse
then, like,
corpse
the
a
whole
mile
thing
away.
lodged in his throat
Yeah.
because he
Jeez.
swallowed it whole.
Yep.
Yeah, and then mom just is like, ah!
Well, you got to do what you got to do, right?
What
Yeah,
I love about this,
Saved his life.
Bob, you know what I love about this? We'd rather
What?
talk about dead rodents than the Twins or the
Well,
Vikings.
what can you say? They
Well, they
suck.
are dead rodents at the moment.
Well, Bob, you live on a farm.
I
You
was gonna say-
dead rodents are part of your life.
Sure, you have a lot of
We've seen a few.
Yeah.
We feed of you. So what's the future looking like, Bob? Are these teams going to get any better?
I think the future for the Vikings it should be better than the Twins. The Twins are just in disarray. I mean, there's
Yeah.
doesn't seem like there's any plan there.
Well, everybody wanted the family to sell the team, and they won't do it.
No, and I thought this was a negotiating ploy to say, "Oh, we're going to keep the team, to try to get more money from the one bidder that they had." And I don't understand why the poll ads are insisting on. If you're going to keep the team, then don't dismantle it like they've done.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm wondering. Why would you want to keep the team and you get rid of all your good players?
Well,
And
aren't
I
they
think-
like $500 million in debt or something?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, but
But-
isn't every team in debt? Don't they leverage
No.
debt? No?
No,
That's not a
not
normal
like this.
thing?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty hideous.
Huh.
Well, because the Twins are not. I mean, it'll be worse when this season. It's worse already because they're not drawing people. People have stopped
No.
going, so there's no revenue from from people no attendance revenue. The Vikings don't have to worry about that because they do sell out No, they'll continue to sell out. But the Wills, you know what? You cannot fault the ownership of this team. The current issues they have, I put it on like I said, the GM and the coach. You said this team was ready to go. It isn't. You did not get a left tackle. And it's hard to say because their center, to put another center in, the guy had a concussion issue, so he could miss next week. We don't know yet. But there's a drop-off there at center. But the biggest issue is at left tackle. You needed to do something to get a better one. Even if find some veteran who you can plug in until he's done, or until Darisser's done being on the sideline and ready to play again.
I vote Bob for coach.
Bob Sansevier, head coach
Well,
of the
if
Queen.
I was, you'd see a lot more short passes because you can't have him hold the ball like that.
Yeah,
And also, I'd be using the running backs in the passing game, and I'd find ways, quick slants, just quick passes to that number 18. That Justin Jefferson fella.
Yeah.
It's terrible that they got to do something. And I don't think they're going to pull a plug on McCarthy and put Carson Wentz in, and they shouldn't. However, they got to give him better opportunities to be successful.
Why didn't they keep Darnold?
If the money would have been too high for what they, what they were trying to do.
Now.
What they should have figured out is how do they keep Daniel Jones, but he wanted to go someplace where he could start. And he actually right now, and it's 2 games, he'll be comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
He'd be MVP the way he's playing.
Darnold. Yeah.
Darnold. It's like Arnold, but darn.
Oh, there's a lot of those where it's kind of like this name, but it's different.
But it's not that name.
I saw a post the other day. It was like, is Da-Don a cool name? And somebody went, no, it sounds like the beginning of no, like what's that?
Da-dun.
Law and Order, is it? That's like
Da-dun,
dun dun.
da-dun.
What is the beginning of that show?
Law and Order.
Is it?
don't
No,
know.
is it Law and Order? I don't know.
Dun,
Whatever.
dun.
Oh,
The
look at-
beginning.
Excellent
Dun,
story,
dun.
Alex.
Now I can't think of the show.
You
It ruins the
spouting up
whole
a storm.
You
thing.
got to Google. Now everyone in the chat's going to be
I
like
know. I was gonna say
randomly throwing out shows.
it's like a crime show. In
Show-
the beginning, it goes dun dun.
Probably Law and Order.
Someone will know. Someone will know. The
How
chat
about
is with me.
I mean, Law and Order is that the one that's like dun 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 dun
Dun, dun.
Wait, no, that's like court. Something?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
See, it is Law and Order.
I guess.
Law and Order.
Sure.
Ah,
There you go. 2
I know.
people against 1.
you hear some fun
Democracy
names
wins.
in the NFL. That's for sure.
That's true.
Howard Boyd, the last Twins game I paid to go to was at the Metropolitan
Oh,
Stadium.
that's a while back.
That's a few years
That's
ago
a
there.
few years.
A few years ago there, Pally.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know why you would go to a Twins or a Viking game. They just don't ever win.
Dan's going on Sunday.
Well, it's still a fun experience
Well,
if you want
yeah,
to go
that's true. It is.
outside. And I mean, the Twin Stadium is beautiful. There's good food.
I will
it
say-
can be a fun time.
You
I
know
will
what
say the Twins, it's a fun experience because it's nice weather. You
Right,
can walk
yep,
around. The
yep.
food's good. It's like kind of low key. You don't even really have to care about baseball, and it's still like a fun little thing.
That's
and
the
like
thing
the
about
kids have
Minnesota's-
an area. But the Vikings,
Yeah. Football season
it's
is.
so loud.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
it
it's
is.
And it's so-
such a thing to
You know,
get in
And
there.
it's so packed and busy and just it's like I don't know. Like even if I loved football, I don't know that I would care to go.
I know people like to be part of the experience, but that money they're dumping in to season tickets. Buy the biggest screen TV you can find with
Yeah,
that
for
money.
real.
Because
We did.
How much
football
is a season
is a
ticket this year?
TV. What's that?
How much is a season ticket this year?
You'd have to look it up because I just would be throwing out a number.
Season tickets.
I mean, it
'Cause
depends on where you are
don't buy
too.
them anymore. That's why.
You know,
Well,
if you're
I
the
know.
upper deck, it's a lot less than the lower. The lower
Let's
bowl.
see.
Yeah, I just feel
Dan
like the
Anywhere from $1,000 to $2,300, depending on section.
Yeah.
So
Dan
at the
shares
minimum, $1,000. That's going
for
to get you
one.
a really nice TV.
but
these
season
days.
one.
tickets. That's
Oh,
not that
yeah.
Yeah,
bad
no,
for
that's-
season
Yeah,
tickets.
because Dan shares season tickets with his brother Dave.
But
And they have
that's-
2 seats.
This is one. Yeah,
no.
that's one seat for the 1,000
that's-
or 20.
Yeah, that's one
Yeah.
seat.
Mhm.
So
I mean, you
it's-
could go by
for the-
yourself, but that'd be fun.
Yeah, for the family, or it's
Yeah.
even just a couple. You know,
And
you
they
get the
d-
worst seats possible. There's $2,000, not including concessions and everything, of course.
And
Well,
parking.
they have they
yeah,
have,
and parking.
yeah, they
Mm.
have the best deal though, where they know the 2 people next to them, and they always get the same season
Oh,
tickets. And
yeah.
if there's ever a game where the people next to them are like, "We're not going to be in town. Do you guys want to buy our tickets for like face value, like whatever?" They can like buy out the
Yeah.
tickets of each other and then bring 4 people. And I'm like, that's a good setup.
Seat license.
Charlie wants to know if the seat license is still a thing.
What is a seat license?
You have to pay for the right to own a seat.
But isn't that a ticket? You have the right to sit in
No,
the
that's
seat.
a different thing. It's another way. It was a way to scam people to get more money out of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
There you
owning
go.
a seat is different than
There you
like just
go.
having a
Never heard
ticket.
of
It's like,
that.
this is my seat.
like permanently, or
Like,
it sounds
Yeah,
more like a
yeah.
lease to me.
And I see. I've never had anything to do with this, but I don't know if you're done with your tickets. I think you could just sell them to someone else, but I don't know if you have to notify the team because they're going to probably want a seat license from those people too. It's just another way to make money.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I remember when they did that. I forgot that happened. But yeah, I was like, this is dumb.
Well, I have to say, if you buy a big screen TV and you have to buy 4 streaming services to watch all the games,
Well, there is
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I
That's
suppose.
true.
it could get
Well,
up
not
there.
if you just want to watch the Vikings, you don't need a streaming service. You
Well,
just need
that's
to-
true. The Twins, you do.
But not
When
unless
you do.
not if you have an antenna, right? Because you can watch it all on the antenna.
That's unless you're out of market.
What is that? There is something that I've seen, and I don't know what you call it, but supposedly you buy this, it's like $300-400, and you can watch every streaming service for nothing. I don't see how that's legal, but it's out there. You can get it on Amazon. Do you know what that's called?
Somebody
Charlie
on
will
the chat.
know.
No.
Yeah, someone on the channel probably
Yeah,
know.
Always do.
there's something about a fire
going.
stick, and then you get there's something with that you can get everything.
Oh, Judy's knocking on the
But you're
door
right,
to
it
get
is
out.
illegal
Jeez
somehow.
Louise, he's running
No,
into the
they're allowing it for now, but and then there was a big story a week or so ago. The Stream East, it's called, where people could get any game on it, but it's illegal, and I think it's out of it's out of a foreign country. They shut it down.
Oh,
Because they
yeah.
were finding ways to do betting, but people can't use that anymore. And that was a way for people to get free games.
Yeah.
Not no more.
I was
Not
trying to think the
anymore.
first year I bought season tickets of the Vikings, how much they cost. I don't remember. Many, many years ago.
Margaret, she asked ChatGPT, so take it with a grain of salt. But the Minnesota Vikings require fans to purchase a stadium builder's license to secure season tickets. This one-time fee grants the holder the right to buy season tickets.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So you have
get
to
the
buy
right-
a license to buy
Yes,
season.
that's what the seat license is.
What in the hell?
No,
It's a
thank
money making scheme. They all do it though. They figure out ways to make as much
Yep.
money as absolutely possible.
you. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know, Bob. It's just our basketball team is okay.
Our basketball team is great.
They're not great. They've never won the title.
They've the last 2 years made it almost to it,
Yeah,
which is
Almost.
that makes the okay.
Yeah, it's at
so
least
they're not
better
bad. Like
They're
no,
okay.
They're
They've never won a title.
you have to be a very good team to make it as far as they have,
But
and
they've never
Not
won.
good enough.
Not good enough. Bob knows.
it
You got
takes-
your links. That's
it
your
takes
best
more than-
team.
yeah, the links, and it also takes more than a year to like build a team to get to a title winning situation.
How about
it's not
this
just
one?
like all of a sudden.
How about this one? The state of hockey has never won an NHL championship.
That is pathetic.
That is sad.
Yeah,
That is
And,
ridiculous.
and their best player was offered the highest contract in history, and he turned it down.
Turned it down. Oh, now he's licking my inside leg. Dude, get out of here.
Jude,
What are you nuts?
Here's the star of today's
He's
show.
licking under my leg. Oh, God, it's all soaking
Yeah,
wet
he just
now.
went and got a nice big drink of water.
Oh.
Yeah, he just had a nice big
Ooh.
drink of water, so he
Why are
spit
you
it all
so-
over my
Dude,
leg.
you're so funny.
Look at how we love
why are
animals.
you the way that
There's no
you are?
question.
You love our
Why don't
animals,
we
don't
take a
folks?
break, come back, and wrap things up right after this? You got it. Can you stay for 5 more, 10 more,
Sure.
Bob?
Yep.
All right, we'll be right back right after this. Why should your business bank with North American Banking Company? Here's Pete Wolf, owner of Robinson Rubber of Robbinsdale.
I partnered with North American Banking Company because I was able to talk to the president, and I know they have my back. They are much easier to talk to than those larger banks. The openness and flexibility has been the best part of banking with North American Banking Company. They understand small to medium businesses. No matter what part of the bank I am working with, North American Banking Company has the latest technology and friendly staff. I would absolutely recommend North American Banking Company to any of my closest colleagues if they want to have peace of mind in their business.
So why not bank where I bank? With my friends at North American Banking Company. To learn more about North American Banking Company, go to nabanco.com. That's nabanco.com, or do what I do and stop by any one of their 6 Twin Cities locations. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. You're listening to us, your customers are listening to us, and they hear me promote your business, which is a good thing. The Tom Bernard Podcast attracts thousands of listeners who are loyal, engaged, and ready to support businesses they trust. Our podcast has helped numerous businesses increase traffic, sales, brand recognition. We're not just about ads, we're about results. Whether you're a local business or a national brand, we offer custom advertising packages designed to fit your unique needs and goals. Our audience spans multiple demographics, allowing you to target your ideal customers with precision, from millennials to baby boomers and everyone in between. With the broad reach of the show that we have and passionate following, your business will see increased visibility and awareness, translating into more customers and sales. You ready to get started? Visit tombernardshow.com, click on the partner tab, and let's discuss how we can work together to grow your business. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Sansevere Sports brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury lawyer seeking justice for the injured. Contact Bradshaw and Bryant at MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com.
Woohoo.
So what else, Bob? Got about 5, 6, 7 more minutes
You
to
got
go.
your Gophers. They went in the tank. And,
What a shock.
They played a good team for a change. The Johnnies, though, they put up a big score. They could be one of the best teams. They're already one of the best teams in Division 3, which I kind of like. And St. Thomas they wound up winning, but they played a D2 team, which gave them trouble, Northern Michigan. So, and I don't really care about the other ones. Those are the 3 teams that really I would focus on, or I do.
Yeah.
So, but
I don't know. I just really wish that we could. Why don't we win at anything?
Like Kristen said, no money.
They just don't put any money
There's
into
plenty
it.
of
At the Lakes.
money.
No.
They got money. They just, I don't know what it is.
The Vikings, you cannot say anything against the Wilfs and putting up. They have come up with money when they have been asked to put up
Yeah,
the
that's
money.
true.
So they're coming up with it, but is it being used properly? Again, I'm not going to keep repeating about find a better left tackle on some guy named School who wound up going out and the 3rd string left tackle was in. They were not ready for this season to begin with the left tackle. And if you were, then put a tight end on the left side to help. Don't just leave him out there as an island.
Yeah.
And they did it too often. And you gotta do something to shorten the routes for him, for McCarthy.
No, you're absolutely right.
What's going on?
That's very, very pleasant.
Jude needs to be muzzled, I think.
Yeah, Jude does need to be muzzled.
know
Now
what
he's licking
his
her
deal
pillow
is
over
today.
here.
Medicated. I don't know.
Just licking the pillow, huh?
Judy.
know what
Typical
to do
Jude. That's
about
all
you
I have
anymore.
to say.
Maybe you should wash the pillows.
That's not it.
No, because then he'll lick the couch
floor
and the floor.
Does
Your
Jude
leg.
always lick something, or is this something new?
He's gotten worse and worse lately.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
become like a obsession.
Yeah.
Well, since we
Okay, I mean, it's
moved.
just
Well, I understand that there is a relation with pain and dogs
Yeah,
licking.
that's
And
what
he
I'm
has had a bad leg for the last
Oh,
month,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it could be that. So I can't get too mad at him.
You
Yep.
give him some.
Maybe
Downers
we
or
need some of that THC that Margaret's dog is.
No,
Yeah,
she
maybe
said that
just
it
go to
made her
sleep.
freak out. Like everything freaked her out.
Oh, we
Yeah.
don't want
Because
that.
of it.
We
I
don't
think
need
Tom needs to throw his leg up on that pillow so Jude could have at it.
Yeah, just
Oh,
You
like
would.
go to town,
Give
He
dude.
Jude
would.
what Jude wants.
He
He
would.
would. There's no question.
He would.
All right. Any closing words from the folks?
Well, falls upon us, kind of.
It is. I got to run
83.
in crunchy leaves. I love that.
I know the
Right.
leaves are falling, they're changing.
It's happening.
It's time for the heat to
And
go away.
all at
thankfully.
once, summer collapsed
It's
into
all
fall.
true.
Summer was too hot. Gross.
It's so humid still. I sweat
so
so
humid.
much. My run was so slow. I was like,
I don't see this going.
It's supposed to be 90 tomorrow.
What?
Oh,
88.
Uh,
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
well,
88.
I've got 86. Next week's low 70s, though. So
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
that'll
The
be
last
nice.
week of September.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yesterday I went out to try to work on the play set, and it was so humid. I was just like, it wasn't even that hot. I was just like
I know. Sage played
sweating after 10 minutes.
Sage played 2 soccer games outside, and he borrowed a jersey because he was like a guest player for a team. And he said to the coach, he was like, "Do you want my jersey back?" And the coach was like, "You go ahead and wash it and then get it back to me." 'Cause it was
You
like
go ahead and wash it.
sopping wet because it was so humid.
All right. Closing words, Bob.
See you later.
That's a good one.
See you next week when the Vikings are What do you? Okay, 2-1 or 1-2? I'm going with the 1-2. If they don't
I
make
like
any
one and
changes,
two. I like
Who
one.
are we playing next week?
playing Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
They're not that
Bengals.
good, are they?
Not they lost their quarterback, Joe Burrow, but Jake Browning, former Viking, brought him back. He scored the game-winning touchdown. So I mean,
There you go.
they've had problems with Browning in the past when he's
There
played.
you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Sansevier Sports brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury lawyers. All right, Sandy. So
Yes, sir.
when we going to see you?
Next Monday.
Next Monday. We look forward to it, Pally. Thank
I
you.
look for those moments.
Come
Take
in
it easy.
studio one of these days.
Yeah, come in studio one of these days, you pill.
One of these days.
Got
One of these
chores in
days.
town.
Yeah.
Chores in
When
town,
you wanna
exactly.
Drive into the cities.
We'll see.
All right, we'll talk to you
Bye.
tomorrow. Thanks.
Oh, that's the end of the show?
That's the end of the show.
No, we will do the Jack's drawing tomorrow. Tired.
Oh, good.
What is going on? Everyone's just like making noise. Okay, I'm just going to turn all the mics off of mine. We'll do the Jack's drawing tomorrow. Actually, I can leave Dad's on because he's not being
Right.
a lunatic
Because
like Mom
I'm
is.
a professional.
Exactly. Yeah, you had your mic on still when you were doing that.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Way to go, Nana.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll do it. It won't like be delayed or anything like that. I'll just, we'll do it and we'll put the new one up then. So find out on tomorrow's show.
Indeed. So everybody liked the tone of that show, I would assume. Very friendly.
Good friendly show.
I will be
yes.
honest with you about most of this stuff.
Do we want to put Mom's mic back on, or do we just hold it up to your
just
mouth?
Hold it up to your mouth. You don't have to do that.
How about that?
All right.
Let's see.
No, I mean, now I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, the tone of the show.
There we go.
Yes. Well, I
Oh,
think that
yeah.
there's been, there's a lot of concern with, all of the things that are going on this planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is true that I think that we could definitely be a more positive podcast.
Yeah, it's like I know the world is very negative, but
Yeah.
it's like
It's
you don't.
really negative.
We don't have to reflect that.
Well,
Yes.
we're not. That was a very friendly
also-
show today.
Yes, but I mean, I understand the kids' concerns because Andy and Alex both said, we have kids and we're worried
Right.
about
Absolutely.
anything you say these days can
Yeah,
be taken
anything
by
can be-
somebody and it can turn into whatever, a scary, scary situation.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, yeah, and Minnesota is definitely a very polarized state.
Mhm. Sure is.
And it's run by very violent rhetoric leaning politicians, and it does spur people onto things.
It
So
does. Yeah, that's true.
I just think that, I mean, obviously we can't ignore what's happening in the world, but
Yeah.
I don't know what the right temperature is, but I think everybody that has any sort of voice on social media or whatever can bring down the temperature and the rhetoric.
I
quite
think
a
everybody
bit.
should. You're right.
Yeah, like have opinions, but like the fact that the default is to like antagonize
Yes.
and be the aggressor and like I have to be
Yep.
right, and if I'm
Yeah.
not right, then it's
Well,
the worst thing in the world.
Yeah,
You're right.
and I have been saying on social media, it's like just stop following and clicking on rage baiters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
just,
agree.
anytime I see CNN or MSNBC, I just swipe it. I don't even want to know what their hosts are saying.
No.
Yeah,
anymore.
I agree.
And even when they bring on somebody that they're supposedly talking to on the other side of whatever
They just
the
yell
issue
over.
is, all they do is scream, yell,
Yeah.
and then they talk trash about them anyway. So what's the point?
Yeah.
I mean, until we get rid of this, I mean, one thing that I'm seeing on social media that I do agree with is what is this act that Obama passed that people don't have to be accountable in journalism? Something,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
Munt Act.
Yep.
The Smith-Munt Act was one thing.
Yeah,
but there's a bunch of things that all add up to this.
Yes, and I do think that if you're going to say that you're a journalist, that you have to adhere to the truth.
The truth would be good.
Yeah, but they
And
don't.
whatever side
Yep.
you're on, the truth would be a real breath of fresh air.
To be a barn burner.
I think that would be a really nice thing to get back to some truth
Yep.
and not having everybody running on these high emotions and being so hateful to each other. So, if you do know somebody you're following on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, and all they're doing is spreading hate, just unfollow them, deplatform
Mhm.
them. If they don't make money for being awful, they'll go away.
2 days ago, Melissa unfollowed 500 friends on Facebook
There you go.
because everyone was just constantly bickering and posting things, trying to make each other mad. And it's like, why do you need that?
Exactly.
There's so many people that feels like the only thing they can feel is rage at this point.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But who's teaching them that?
Mm-hmm. And we don't
Our
wanna,
school system is really bad at that.
we really don't want to feed into that.
Yeah,
No, you're right about
when
that.
we were out on the Hubbard boat the last week. I was sitting with a woman. She's probably in her mid-30s. Her family's from Mexico. She grew up in Arizona, and she said the school system in Arizona, all it did was teach me to hate people.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It just taught me hate.
Well, that's been a thing for a long
Teaching
time, too.
hatred.
And it's like, and that's another thing. I mean,
Unbelievable.
as a teacher, to me, that's child abuse.
Yep. I
To
agree
teach
with you.
people that everybody's a threat and you
Mhm.
should be afraid of everyone or hate them.
Yep.
That's just a terrible way to live.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
And
is.
I just think that
Yeah.
it's time for a pivot, a big pivot. And I know people are really, really mad now because of Charlie Kirk.
Right.
And now it's like retribution time and all of this stuff. But it's like at some point, something's got to give.
Yeah.
And
No, it's true.
That or
yeah.
you get the troubles again. And
yeah,
Yep.
I don't think anyone wants that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we can vote our way out of this, but if we can't rely on our politicians or our teachers to stop with this violent rhetoric, at least we as people and consumers of things on social media, we can just say no to it. We're not
Yep.
going to do it. It's like the politicians that spew hatred. Just unfollow them, because part of the
Yeah,
reason why
yep.
they do it is because they have 5 million followers.
Mm-hmm.
So they think they can say whatever
Mhm.
they want.
And so that's what basically we're doing, I think.
Yes,
Is we're just going to be like,
unfollow.
no more just dwelling on the negative, I guess. Because
Unfollow,
I know it's
swipe.
everywhere, but I don't know. We just did an entire show where I don't think anything negative, well, of Minnesota sports, but that's it's a different kind of negative
That's a different
negativity.
kind of
Well,
negativity, yes.
Well, you do run into people that are so
Oh,
passionate
yeah.
about their sports that
Oh,
you say
yeah.
something against their team and they also get all riled
That's
up. I
true.
mean, you're never going to stop the people that are very fragile from getting upset about something. But, we can also everybody can bring down the temperature on social media. And like I said, you unfollow, swipe past it, don't spend any time on it. And then your algorithm is not going to show you those people. If you read, even if you read them, you'll get more of it.
Yeah, on YouTube, I don't see any of that sort of thing. I don't see any negative outrage baity content at all because I have never once watched it.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
there
On
you
YouTube,
go.
I I follow a couple of beauty influencers that are never talking about any sort of politics. And I follow a couple of holistic doctors. That's all I follow. That's all I look up on YouTube. I don't watch anything else.
All right. Well, let me
So-
close with this. I was going to kind of start the show with it, but I decided, we decided, and this is a very positive statement because I was thinking about the Charlie Kirk situation, and I've come to the realization there is not one person on this planet that I would like to see that happen to, and that I would cheer at their death.
Yeah, that's the
Maybe
thing.
Hitler. Maybe Hitler. That would have been it.
That's the thing.
Yeah, no cheering for somebody's death. It just makes that's so sad.
Mhm.
All right, that will do it. We will talk to you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Every time I hear the sing, reminds me how you talk in my door.